5 people have stated it very professionally that the prosecutor should be prosecuted.
We're starting to work on a white paper about not only Project 2025 specifically, but more broadly, the sort of chilling authoritarian instincts that the modern right wing now has, which, without romanticizing the Republican Party of 30 years ago, the Republican Party of 30 years ago was far less authoritarian and dictatorial than this modern perversion of it, which is MAGA Trumpism, has become. And on that basis, it's really important to understand that the threats that they're now making are really not empty threats. One such threat is the idea that they will prosecute legally their political enemies simply because they are their political enemies and for retribution. And we have yet another one of these horrible examples. This is Trump yesterday leaving court. We looked earlier in the show at Trump arriving in court and telling a bunch of lies. Here is Trump leaving court yesterday, and he refers to, there are many people saying that the prosecutor should be prosecuted. The prosecutor going after Trump should himself be prosecuted. This is not an empty threat. Take a listen.
Yeah, that's right. You can read that. I can't read it because I'm not allowed to say it. A CNN legal commentator. The prosecutor misled this jury. So there is a case to be made because 5 people have stated it very professionally that the prosecutor should be prosecuted. District Attorney Soros Bragg should be prosecuted because he knew when he submitted his case all about the lies, and therefore he's committed a crime. Many people have said that.
Many people are coming up to Trump and they're saying, sir, I don't normally cry, but you've got to go after the prosecutor. This is not an empty threat. It should not be taken as such. Is it possible Trump might become president and fail to get anyone to actually prosecute his political enemies? It's possible. It is completely possible that Trump would get into power and then go to his attorney general and say, here's the list of the people who prosecuted me, charge them with something, charge Hillary, charge Obama, charge Biden. And it's possible that the attorney general will go, no, we're not going to do that. But this is not an empty threat, because Trump has made very clear that he plans to seek retribution in his second term. He has directly called for the prosecutions of those who are legitimately prosecuting him. And so when Trump now hints at, many people have said, you know, you really got to prosecute the prosecutor, this is a direct forward-facing threat to the rule of law and the independence of the judicial system, and it completely undermines democratic principles. It exemplifies Trump's willingness to abuse presidential power for personal vendetta. This is, again, I'm not romanticizing the old Republican Party, but the old Republican Party wanted to take power from the executive branch. They felt we don't need presidents doing much. We should take away powers. This new MAGA Trumpism has perverted every single one of these values, and it highlights that they are a direct danger to the justice system, wanting to scale up presidential power for the president to be able to say to the attorney general, here's my enemies, please go after them. There's one other important aspect to this. Trump's sort of threat here about prosecuting prosecutors, it can also be seen as an intimidation tactic aimed at dissuading legal action against him and his allies, right? The idea that you might say, hey, look, I've got evidence against Trump or one of his allies. We should do something here legally. But Trump is threatening that if he becomes president, he may prosecute the prosecutors. He may prosecute those who seek to go after Trump legally. And maybe that would make them think twice about doing that. And that's not even theoretical, because there are 3 more criminal trials coming up and pending against Donald Trump. So this is extraordinarily chilling. It's not to be taken lightly. And in our forthcoming piece about Project 2025 and this total reversal on authoritarianism from the right wing, we're going to dive very deeply into it. I used to get a ton of spam calls and text messages and email spam, and I hate wasting time screening that stuff. But here's a little secret that has cut way down on spam. Our sponsor, Incogni. Incogni sends a notice to all major data brokers demanding your personal information be removed from their databases. And Incogni will even follow up with each data broker to make sure your information is gone and will keep you updated at every step. Data brokers are legally required to comply. If no one is sending the requests on your behalf, your personal info just stays online. It's not just your name, phone number, and email. It can include addresses, internet browsing history, and anyone can access it. Scammers, stalkers, your ex, your employer, even the government, NSA, FBI, who buy data in bulk and can keep tabs on the websites that people visit. I can tell you, it's liberating not getting so many random calls and messages anymore and knowing the government and potentially wacky people no longer have access to my sensitive data. My audience gets 60% off. Go to incogni.com/Pacman. Use the code Pacman. The link is down below.